Welcome to my Rhine Cruise, April 22nd, 2007. This is a picture of the first castle we came to on the cruise. It's actually not the very first castle, it's the first one that we noticed. There is one in the community where we boarded the cruise ship called Berg Klopp, K-L-O-P-P. But it's hidden among the town's structures, and we were unable to notice it. This is the Renfels castle near Bingham. It was built for the Archbishop of the Mainz around 1210 to protect the Rangu in the Electorate of the Mainz against attacks from the north. It served as a toll post from the beginning of the 14th century, first for the benefit of the king's coffers, and later as a source of revenue for the Archbishop of the Mainz. From the middle of the 14th century, it became an archiepiscopal residence, and after 1379, it came into possession of the Mainz Cathedral chapter. The Rhine turned out to be a very profitable river for tolling. There was a lot of wine shipped out of this area, and a lot of these castles were erected by the landowners and the church in order to collect tolls from the rich merchants that were sending their goods, in this case, north towards Cologne and other locations. This is castle is perched upon a cliff over the Binger Loch. It was, however, the ruin was not a matter of World War II or World War I. It was actually raised by the French as early as 1689. Later, some of the outer fringes of the complex were removed for the laying out of vineyards. With the coming on of gunpowder, of course, the castle's walls were becoming insufficient to retain their stronghold position. The complex, which is roughly square-shaped, is distinguished by its high, strong curtain wall with two corner towers. The towers were built during different periods of construction. Each family or generation or holder of the castle would, of course, add a little bit of more construction as the years went on. At the same time, the wall, the strong outer wall, served as an outer wall and as a inner wall for some of the residential buildings. The outer wall of the Great Hall, the Rhine side, on the Rhine side, is still 3 stories high. Of some of the external structures that have been built, there was an outer bailey and bastion and a moat, of which only faint traces remain. Of the former toll and fortifications complex, there remains also a ruined toll house on the riverbank. And on the opposite island, on the opposite side of the river, is the Mastern. This is a very picturesque and romantic castle, and it, I guess, still stands as a ruin. Nobody's come along to bring it back to its original splendor. The Mastern is on the opposite side of the river. It's a tower. It's built as a watchtower. It was built around the first half of the 14th century to protect the castle. It also collected the tolls, first for the Electorate of the Mainz, of course. There are many legends about the meaning of the word Mastern. First recorded in 1516, is derived from the Middle High German medium Massen, which means to look out or keep watch. According to the legend, the Mastern, or an early version of it, was built by the Archbishop Hatto II, H-A-T-T-O, of Mainz, as early as the 10th century. After he committed a brutal murder, the bishop, however, had to flee to the tower, and where he was then eaten by mice, or so the story goes. The castle itself is in quite a remote area. It's in amongst the vineyards, with no parking available. So tours of it require you to walk about either 1.5 kilometers up the hill or about 2.5 kilometers along the hill. It is a ruin. The Mastern on the other side of the river, however, is now being used as a signal station, and therefore is closed to the public, although you probably could get up closer to it.